Beal splits it. Beal to the hoop with the left hand.
Since he made it to the NBA in 2012, Bradley Beal has been an up-and-coming star who shows a lot of promise for the future. As his stature and reputation grow, so does his income from basketball. We wanted to know how he makes his money and how he spends it. We did some snooping, and this is what we found. This is Bradley Beal's net worth, lifestyle, and how he spends his millions. But before we get into the video, do not forget to leave a like and subscribe to the channel with notifications turned on so you don't miss any of the new videos that we post. Who's Bradley Beal? Bradley Beal is a professional basketball player. He was born in St. Louis, Missouri in June 1993. He is a 6'5" shooting guard who played at Chaminade College Prep, where he was the Gatorade Player of the Year in 2011, as well as McDonald's All-American and First Team Parade All-American. His nickname is Big Panda. Bradley Beal is one of 5 boys born to Boobie and Besta Beal. Aside from a solid moral upbringing, his parents, who were both athletes, taught young Bradley how to play basketball. His mother, Besta Beal, specifically taught him how to shoot, while his father taught him how to keep his demeanor on the courts in check despite the pressures of the game. Bradley proposed to his longtime girlfriend, Kamiah Adams, in January 2020. They have 2 sons together, and Kamiah is a star on the VH1 reality series Love and Hip Hop Hollywood. Before Kamiah, he was involved with Kytra Hunter from April 2011 to September 2013, and Michaela McGee from 2014 until June 2015. His sons are Bradley Emmanuel Deuce, born 23rd of July 2018, and Braylon Elias, born 29th August 2019. Bradley played football and basketball as a young boy, but excelled more in football. However, when he got to college, he made the decision to focus on basketball. Aside from his parents, Bradley trained with his brothers. The 5 of them all played basketball together, with his 2 younger brothers acting as his opponents. Beal is recognized as one of the emerging shooting guards in the NBA. A young, vibrant, and agile player with strong wits for the game and an eagerness to show his worth. Beal is a phenomenal player who many in the NBA believe will rise to become one of the best in the NBA in the coming years. Keep an eye out for Bradley Beal. In 2010, he was named the FIBA Under-17 World Cup MVP. Beal played college basketball at Florida, where he was named first team All-Sec and Sec All-Freshman team. He was drafted 3rd overall by the Washington Wizards in the 2012 NBA draft and has played with the team through to the present day. Bradley Beal was named to the NBA All-Rookie team in 2013 and was an NBA All-Star in 2018. He won gold medals at the 2009 FIBA Americas Under-16 Championship and the 2010 FIBA World Under-17 Championship. In April 2012, Bradley announced that he would enter the 2012 NBA Draft. In the draft, he was selected by the Washington Wizards as the 3rd overall pick. After signing his rookie contract with the Wizards, Bradley played very well and was awarded the Eastern Conference Rookie of the Month award in December 2012 and January 2013. He also played in the 2013 All-Star Weekend for the Rising Star team. He further led his side to the 2nd round of the playoffs for the first time since 2005. In 2014-15, he further led his side to the 2nd round of the playoffs for the first time since 2005. In his 2014-15 season, he was out of action for the first 9 games as a result of a fracture in his left wrist. After returning to play in November, he was on the sidelines again, thanks to an injury in February. He went on to play in the semifinals of the Eastern Conference, where the Wizards lost to the Atlanta Hawks. The 2015-16 season was a very tough season for Bradley, who had to deal with lots of injuries, which allowed play in just 55 games, the lowest in his career. In November of the 2017-18 season, he became the youngest NBA player to reach 700 three-pointers. His top performance earned a place in the All-Star game for the first time in his career. In the playoffs, the Wizards lost to the Toronto Raptors in the first round. In the 2018-19 season, Bradley became the Wizards player with the most three-pointers. He also became the youngest NBA player to reach 900 three-pointers. He was further chosen to the 2019 All-Star Game. In April 2019, Bradley became the first Washington Wizards player to reach 2,000 points, 400 assists, and 400 rebounds in a season. He played in all 82 regular season games for the 2nd successive season. How does Bradley Beal make his money? Bradley Beal is worth about $40 million. In October 2019, Bradley Beal signed a 2-year, $72 million contract extension, which has set him up for another record-setting contract by 2022. His endorsements include includes Shamrock, who brought out the following statement. Shamrock Farms and its complete line of protein-packed milk beverages, Rockin' Protein, announced today that professional basketball star Bradley Beal will join the brand as an athlete ambassador and captain of Team Rockin'. Beal, who routinely drops 30 points in a game on the court, is fresh, ready, with 30 grams of delicious real milk protein. As part of his partnership, Beal will be featured in the brand's advertising, social media, and public relations campaigns. Beal is also endorsing Jordan Brand, as are so many other NBA stars. How does Bradley Beal spend his millions? With that kind of money he has, well, we wondered, how does he spend it? Real estate. In October 2012, Bradley paid $6.8 million for a 7,200 square foot home in Venice, California. That feels appropriate given his $72 million contract. Bradley and Kamiah also own a home in Bethesda, Maryland, which they acquired in 2019 for $7.8 million. Their previous DC area home was sold in September 2020 for $3.5 million. They originally bought it for $3.2 million. Built new in 2020 by the team at local firm Architecture West, the 7,200 square foot modern mansion in Venice, California adds 5 bedrooms and 9 baths into 3 full floors of living space, including the first full basement ever to be built in this particular neighborhood. As expected, the place is chock full of luxurious amenities, including wine cellar, movie theater, and state-of-the-art smart home technology. Beyond wall gates, a concrete pathway leads past the front yard. The yard is landscaped with perfectly symmetrical rows of drought-resistant native plants to a starkly white interior, with living, dining, and family rooms all combined into a single open-plan space. The huge kitchen anchors the main floor living space, with its massive size island and gloss black cabinetry designed to capture eyes and hearts. There are multiple dining areas inside and out, plus walls of glass pocket doors that open to a lush courtyard, with al fresco entertaining spaces, fountains, and pool/spa combos, with a waterfall inspired by the 5-star Amangiri Resort in Utah. Other amenities include a powder room and maid's quarters downstairs, while the home's upper level is entirely devoted to 4 family bedrooms, all of them with en-suite baths. The master bedroom has a fireplace surrounded by a wall of exotic stone, plus a bath with a party-sized shower, and a soaking tub situated on a quartzite floor. The home's subterranean level is a resort-themed and outfitted with the aforementioned movie theater and wet bar, plus a lounge area, games area, and space for a petite gym or yoga studio. Bradley also bought a brand new house for his parents when he was just 20 years old. The amount he spent is unknown, but houses are not cheap, and when NBA players buy houses, they tend to pay a lot. Beal has what one would call a stacked shoe collection. On court alone, he wears expensive Nikes. These include Hyperdunks, Zoom Revs, and Air Max. Off the court, he goes off-white Nikes, Jordans, classic Air Force Ones, and many other expensive brands. However big his shoe collection is, we know it's worth a lot of money. Cars. Bradley owns a completely blacked out 4-door Porsche Panamera. The Panamera starts out at a price of around $87,000, but with customizations, Bradley probably paid more than that. He bought his girlfriend a brand new white Mercedes G-Wagon. The model was a G63. The car goes for $150,000 plus. That is even more than Beal's Panamera. The G-Wagon is customized with black rims. Bradley's second Porsche is a Model 911. The exact model is unknown, but the lowest price for a car like this starts at $97,000. The more expensive ones can cost up to $190,000. It's possible Beal has more cars in his collection, but we've not seen them. Jewelry. We have not seen all of his jewelry either, but he spends a lot of money on what he has. When he talks about his jewelry and car, he says it gets old. He got a real rock of an engagement ring for his fiancée. He is also constantly seen with expensive watches. His jewelry includes different chains as well. He likes the iced out look, and the themes repeats itself on his watches and chains. We have not seen his entire jewelry collection, but we can safely assume he paid a lot for what he currently owns and will probably expand in the future. Gifts. Beal was asked what his first purchase would be after he signed his max contract in 2016. Bradley simply smiled and said he would not say because his family did not know yet. He had gotten them all presents. We would love to know what these gifts were because he bought his parents a house and his fiancée a G-Wagon. Therefore, we can safely assume what he bought for them was probably expensive. Charity. It's clear that Beal cares about others. In 2019, the NBA announced Beal was a season-long NBA Cares Community Assistant Award winner. winner. Beal would receive $25,000 to the charity of his choice, a donation from the NBA and Kaiser Permanente. We have no evidence, but someone this caring has probably given to charity. We would have liked to know to whom he gives and how much, but Beal does not strike us as the kind of person who tells. We think Beal still has a long and illustrious career ahead of him, if he could avoid the injuries, of course. We would love to see more of him in the future games in the NBA. That's the end of today's video. Come back soon and check out our next one.